Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today in the Ask SSM video series, got an email from a subscriber. This is from a guy, he lives over in Hungary, and he's writing in on behalf of his buddy who's in his 50s, friend and co-worker who's definitely having some trouble with the ladies and relationships. You're going to see in this guy's little short story here, his friend has been married and divorced 3 times. Clearly is not very good at relationships, let alone marriages, and should never ever enter a marriage ever again. But he's writing in because this guy's on his next girl, and there's already trouble in paradise, and he doesn't know what to do to help him out, and he's looking for my advice on the subject. And I'm going over this one for multiple reasons. One, for great entertainment, because we can all laugh at a guy that was foolish enough to get married and divorced 3 freaking times. First time anybody can make that mistake. Fair enough. 3 times, you're a damn fool. Also, putting entertainment aside, this is really to point out how there are guys in this world, there are a lot of them, that make relationships their purpose, you know? And they put up with BS in relationships, rush into them, get in with the wrong girl, and things go to hell in a handbasket. Because when a guy makes a woman or his marriage his purpose, at least it is that's feminine energy. Masculine energy is about goals and accomplishments and all sorts of stuff like that. Women are about the whole relationships and connections and bonding. That's their, generally speaking, really feminine traditional women. This guy's acting obviously like a woman and is terrible in relationships. So anyhow, I'm going to go over this one and give some advice to this guy and offer some pieces of advice for other young guys out there that kind of think like this guy does. It says here, hello SSM. I'm from Hungary and I have a question for you. I'm a longtime fan of yours since I got into the hospital, and since then I've healed very much. I only have scars left from the accident. Well, I don't know what happened to you, bro, but I'm glad you're okay and hope everything is going well. My coworker and I talk about relationships, and there was something that I could not answer. My coworker is in his 50s. He's in shape, earns well, but he had 3 divorces. 3 divorces. First time anybody can make a mistake. Fair enough. You got married for the wrong reasons, high hopes, all that. But 2 times... Two marriages, 2 divorces, you're an idiot. And 3 times, you're a damn fool. This guy, no business ever being in marriage ever again. Each time he lost his house, but he has already had the 4th. He has kids, the kids love him, but he cannot see them very much. Okay, and yet he wants to get married again. You think after the first time he lost the house and a limited relationship with his kids, he learned his lesson? No, this is the problem. This is why I do what I do. Not long ago, he got into a relationship with a soon-to-be single mom. Smack! Oh yeah, because that's going to work out real well. Remember, gentlemen, what I talk about here doesn't just apply to the United States. This is all over the world. Human nature is human nature. I don't know how this guy's even looking at other gals after 3 divorces. She's in the process of divorcing her husband, and she has a history of cheating. Oh, okay. Let me guess. He's thinking she's different with me, or she'll be different with me. I don't know how or why they got together, but last week she and her still husband would have to go together because they had an issue with the house that they own. My coworker said that he will come too, or she can leave. He's obviously English is not this guy's first language. This is written a little off. As we were on our break, he checked the camera at home and saw his girlfriend leaving his house with her husband. So, okay, what I've interpreted is he's letting her stay with him. And guess what? She and her husband, who she's divorcing, were at his house. And what do you think they were doing? They weren't playing Candyland. They were hooking up. He was devastated and blamed himself because he thought he chased her away. Well, he probably did chase her away by being too nice, too accommodating, putting her on the pedestal, being the white knight hero. She's a cheater. Okay, they're divorcing because she's a cheater. That's who she is. She's devious. She's a liar, a manipulator, all these nasty things. Not relationship material. He should feel good that he saw this prior to actually putting a ring on her finger, which you know darn well he was going to do. Today my coworker told me about his ex's past, and I didn't understand why he would get together if he knew she cheated. Because your friend's a glutton for punishment, because your friend is a white knight hero, no doubt. He probably his ex-wives were all like this. He wanted to save them or something. He said it's hard to find women in their 40s who don't have a better past. They all cheated before. and the women in their 20s will be too big of an age gap for him. So SSM, what is your advice to him? I hope you're the best. Keep doing your work. So my advice to your friend, well, first I'm going to give advice to you. My advice to you is take your friend and slap him upside the head. Give him 3 smacks for each of the divorces he's had. Then an extra one for dating a freaking serial cheater. Your friend in no way, shape, or form should be in any relationship with anyone. Any romantic relationship. Right? Your friend made this point be like, you know what, I can't take women anymore, so I'm going to jump the fence and go check out guys. This guy shouldn't be in a relationship with anyone until he works on himself. He needs some serious freaking help, probably from a professional, trying to dig in what it is that makes him get involved with the same type of women over and over again, and what leads to all these divorces. I have a pretty darn good idea, and I even know the guy. I'm probably guessing he chooses the damaged gals to be their white knight hero, probably throws resources at them, kisses their butt, because I guarantee you relationships to him is the ultimate accomplishment in the world. So he puts way more into them than they are into him. He's terrible at reading them, and it's just one bad thing after another. This guy needs professional help with a therapist, breaking down and getting to dig why it's so important for him to 1 marriage, 2 marriages, 3 marriages. You'd think he'd learn after a while. And that's not the case. He needs, obviously, to watch my material. Channels like mine religiously for the next year, and self-help books to get his shit together. He should not be in a relationship with anybody, as with any guy that acts like this. But there are guys out there, like I said at the beginning, that their whole purpose in life, to them, their purpose and sense of being a man is having a wife and the family and all that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not crapping on that. But when a man does that, it makes the bonding and the connection and the romantic relationship his top priority. He's behaving like a woman, a traditional woman, if you will, not a masculine man. And I guarantee you, he probably puts them on the pedestal, like I said, kisses their butt in the relationship, throws resources at them, turns them off. And if they're all like this when he's dating here, you know. But there's a point also, guys, when some guys are just too far gone to be helped. They don't want to hear from other people. You know, this guy here telling me the story could tell him what he needs to hear, and he won't want to hear it. And he'll keep doing the same thing over and over again. And again, there's the saying about what's the definition of insanity? Repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. This guy's getting the same result every time. So I would tell your friend, no, he should not be involved with this woman. You cannot be dating a cheater. And he said, I can't find any women in their 40s that aren't cheaters already. Well, shocker. But you just keep on looking, and he obviously is looking in the wrong places. I mean, the really wrong places. But until he works on himself and really embraces material like mine and recognizes that the narrative out there that's sold in the movies and TV shows is BS, he's going to keep making the same mistakes. He shouldn't be in any relationships as any other guy watching this type of thing. This is why channels like mine are popping up and doing so well, because guys have been just clueless. But then again, you got generations of men out there that have had no real male role model to give them a dose of reality. More and more households are single-parent households, and generally the mom gets the boys. The mom is going to raise the boy for this. She's going to raise the boy to be a perfect little gentleman, right? And then next thing they're flocking to YouTube for guys like me. So no, your friend should not be in a relationship at all, ever. He shouldn't be married ever again, ever, and even relationship ever, because he can't be trusted. So tell your friend, get away from her as far as he can, and no relationships. Watch channels like mine. Embrace that masculine core that's down there somewhere, and stop making relationships as end-all, be-all for existence. I'm not Hungarian. I don't know the culture. So any Hungarian brothers out there, let me know. Is this like the culture, like you need to have a wife and have it work out to be successful as a man? Maybe it's different over there. I don't know. But I'm guessing this guy's putting way more stock into this than most average Hungarians. So I'd like to know about that. So guys, first time divorce, and it can happen to anybody. But second time, you're nuts. You're a fool. And third time, you're freaking crazy. So guys, this is why you take your time to get to know the girl, years. This is why you don't rush in a relationship. This is why you don't be the white knight here to try to save them. Otherwise, look what happens here. And there's also sometimes, guys, in life when people just simply can't be saved. They are too far gone. Their heads are far too up their asses to see reality. And honestly, as a friend with somebody like this, that could be just wearing you down. So you're a good guy. The dude who wrote this in, you're a good guy for writing in and wanting to help your friend. But if he keeps making the same mistakes, not accepting reality and change his ways, I don't want you wasting your time having your energy sucked away from guys like this. But at least you can learn not to act like this, and you can see where he's going wrong. So I wish you, and I do wish your friend luck, but if he doesn't want to learn from his mistakes, then he deserves what he gets. It is what it is. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let this guy know what you think in the comments section. Maybe some of you guys have had friends like this that keep making the same type of mistakes with the same type of gals. Maybe they get married and divorced many times. Let me know how it worked out for them. Let me know how it worked with you trying to give them advice. Did it work, or did they keep doing the same goddamn thing? I'd like to hear about that. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.